new ball has been retrieved. They do all sorts of funny things these days. There's a fellow down there in China. And Peter Willey is the man who had the job of... you need to have fairly long arms. One of the requirements of umpires these days, to thrust your finger into the sky to give a fella out, or to get down 4 or 5 feet to extract the ball.
Well, he's the #1 striker, Allan Donald. He didn't bowl well yesterday, an ankle injury. Will he lift this morning for South Africa? That's the big question. Normally they do. When you give a great bowler a challenge, they normally respond. 2 slips of gully in. Regulation field, not an over-attacking field, no bat pad. Stephen Waugh. Oh, he gets him almost straight away. That hurt. That was a good delivery. Whacking Stephen Waugh somewhere in the back. Cut back off the seam. That was beautifully bowled.
A bit of extra bounce there with the new ball. That's what did it. It may well have hit on the seam as well, but it came back so sharply at Steve Waugh, he had no chance to get out of the road. Actually, he didn't play it all that badly. It looks painful, but he kept his bat out of the road, but that's the main thing. You don't want your bat anywhere near the ball with something like that, but oh, it did jag back.
Mark Waugh also, I think that was in the air off the bat, was it, or the glove? Donald was very keen to get down and retrieve it, couldn't make it on the full. All of a sudden, the new ball having an effect. First time some doubt in the minds of the Australian batsmen. Bat pad's coming in because Donald getting the ball to move and bounce off the seam. Mark Waugh's on 95. Oops, and there's that nervous wish. He does worry him, Donald. He's certainly got the wood on Mark Waugh a little bit. It's a rash shot.
And that was cleverly bowled. We had the 2 jagging back off the seam, and then the next one, what was meant to be the away swinger and outside off stump. He was late for the stroke, which is a good thing.
Oops, he's sorting him out, isn't he? The man's 95, he's hit Stephen at the other end. Now he's giving Mark Waugh a bit of a tickle up.
More than a tickle. Yes, bounce there again.
This is why you call it Test cricket, isn't it? He's testing Mark Waugh. Second new ball, Steve comes down. Steve's probably very glad to be at the non-strikers end, by the way. This is a very good delivery. Caught him out of position, struck him on the helmet. No damage done. We bowl one wide of the off stump and hope for the slash again. He doesn't. Oh, there it goes. Well, he's been unlucky, wasn't he? Didn't have the extra catcher in. What an over. What a comeback by Donald. 3 for 212. Well bowled. He's got him too. They get away. I think this will be a leg bye. Wait for the call. Leg bye from umpire Peter Willey. The new ball doing a bit.
It certainly is. It's been one of the best short periods. Only 7 balls bowled so far. No one's got one off any part of the bat except the edge. And it's tough going out there.
He's making a move. The mid-on's coming, I think, now to leg go. It's a little bit like after the horse has bowled it, but it's better late than never.
I think we can put that down to David Richardson. He went and had a long talk to Hansie Cronje in between the change of overs, and Cronje raced down to Donald, and now we have the leg gully.
Oh, what a good delivery. Well, you wouldn't believe it, would you? They look like they've on 0-0, the Waugh brothers. Donald getting the ball to seam back in, squaring up Stephen Waugh again. Steve Waugh doesn't hook, so he's got to try and get out the road, and he does it normally very well. This ball jagging back a long time and in all sorts of trouble, wasn't he? Well, that's beautiful bowling.
I don't think you see much square driving at the moment, unless it's off Sean Pollock with his away swinger. This is high-class stuff from Allan Donald. short enough so as the batsman has to play either across the crease or back. And a great deal of movement back from outside the off stump.
Just considering yesterday he was disappointing, Donald. This morning he's really responding to the call. Oh, catch was a cry. It's got him again. This is superb fast bowling. 3 for 215. The captain takes the second new ball and the great bowler responds. He's just softening up Stephen Waugh at the moment. I've almost forgotten that Mark Waugh's on 96. It's been all Allan Donald the last 10 minutes. It's Pollock. Glance, that could be it. Could go for 4. Well played, Mark Waugh. His 12th Test 100. He played a red glance to bring up the 100 for Mark Waugh. Found the gap nicely. It raced away for 4. His 3rd Test 100 against South Africa.
To a ball of that kind.
Well bowled, close. That's got him. That's what they needed. That was up. That swung. Pollock does the damage. Superb effort by the South African fast bowlers. They softened them up, and finally he traps Mark Waugh plumb in front.
Looked absolutely plumb, and it was up, so the batsman had to play forward at it. If you've got the new ball, you must try to take advantage of the swing and the movement. And that looks as plumb as you'll ever find. It was a bit of a walking shot as well, but he's walking back now with 100 against his name, and he's back. 4 for 219.
Allan Donald continues. Steve Waugh on strike. Ricky Ponting has just discovered the worst time possible to walk out to bat in a test match. That's in the drinks break. Everybody's attention is diverted. They're all, or not all, but some heading off for a drink themselves. And just a ripple of applause as he walked out to bat. That's a good shot. Beats Herschel Gibbs. And away to the boundary. 4 for 223.
Didn't quite get across as they might have wished.
Good shot. Adams won't get it. 5 runs off the over. 4 for 311. Ponting gets a full toss and he gives it everything. There it goes into the ladies' stand. Well, first of all, Mark Waugh, now Ricky Ponting, saying you can't bowl a rank full toss to me. Good hit.
Got a few full tosses, Pat Simcox, and some of them weren't harshly dealt with early on, but they have been since Mark Waugh started to hit him out into the crowd.
Watch him get into it. Whack. Always going to be 6. Got him! There, the good bowler strikes. Probably on an hour late than he should have been, but he's got Stephen Waugh with a good delivery. He bowled it straight, he kept at him, and finally got through. Waugh clean bowled for 85. It may be too late for the South Africans.
Where's he been? He's on now at 10 minutes past 3 getting the wicket, but it is just a bit late. Better to get Steve Waugh out. Very dangerous man and in form. Made 85 and a good delivery from Allan Donald, but he's been sparingly used today, to say the very least.
Five for 317.